but nobody ever knew.
We are live now.
Now we're live.
Now we're live, guys. Hey, how's it going? It's me, Izzy. We are live at Baltimore Comic-Con. Yes, Baltimore Comic-Con is closed right now, so you can't get in. So we're actually at the hotel right now.
You should have did it from under the table.
To do it under the table, right? So we're just hanging. Do not say that we're here, but we're taking this time right now to do. We're gonna be just talking for as long as we want to talk. If you're in the chat right now, go ahead and say hi in the chat. Again, we're gonna be doing this all day today. If you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. If you can't, please also let me know that you can't hear me, because that's gonna help me know if you could hear me. Hello, Aurelius. How are you doing? Aurelius, can you hear me? Because I don't even know if I can hear you, if you can hear me. So let me know if you could hear us. I know I see the microphone information, but I can't tell it. Okay, she can hear me. Fantastic. Thank you. And thank you for putting that thumbs up. I'm here with Nate Melendez and Enoch Easel.
I'm not here.
And they're just there right now. We're gonna move the camera towards their direction, and we're just gonna talk and we're gonna draw. It's a talk and draw type of day. So thank you, Aurelius. And again, if you have any questions for us of what's going on with the show, what we've done, just to let you know, earlier this morning I posted a live Jim Lee video where he's talking about his craft and answering questions. It's about 45 minutes. There are some shaky cam moments there, here and there, because I was working on a shaky camera. I'm sorry, guys, but it's great stuff, great educational stuff, learning a little bit more about comic books and things like that. I'm dealing with a camera that doesn't want to stay straight right now, so that's the other thing here. But let's take some time right now, and I'm going to move the camera over to my boy, Nate Melendez. So, Nate.
I'm not here.
There he is. Nate, what's happening?
I got a bunch of stuff here. This live stream is brought to you by the good people at Starburst. It's Starburst. It's Starburst. And
there goes Enoch already having his first drink. All right.
Is he?
I think I'm gonna have to go over there, guys.
Go.
I'm gonna have to go right in the center. So this guy has all his markers there.
Oh, I can move them.
Yeah. So I'll go in the center. I'm gonna move this.
Where is it still looking at me?
Oh, it's looking at you, man. You live.
And do I have any comments from any single ladies?
Well, Aurelius can hear you, so.
Is Aurelius a single lady?
That's a good question, Aurelius. Are you single?
This hotel's getting hot.
Not to say that it's that easy for like, oh yeah, no, any woman who's single would date Nate. No, it's one of those shows.
All right, let me move this stuff here because we gotta have to share the space.
We're definitely having
We're
just
doing that for
random
the past like 6 hours. So.
live YouTube show.
Live YouTube, so we're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff. I gotta get the
drawing.
I gotta get the computer in an area where I can see it. So
we're all talking at the same time as well. I don't know if we can hear all.
So
this.
Aurelius says, "I'm divorced, LOL, but own and I have 3 kids."
She said what?
She's divorced with 3 children.
That's not a deal breaker. That's not a deal breaker.
Look him up in IG under
Nate Art or my personal IG Jewboy Moneybags.
Jewboy Moneybags, nice one. Yep, this is IzzyVerse After Hours, guys. So I'm sorry in advance for
the raunchy content that we're about to put out because the cesspool of a group of hotel artists.
Yep, that's right. So again, I'm working here. I'm working. I'm trying to tighten this thing up. It doesn't want to tighten up. So you got the shaky cam thing going on again.
Sometimes it's a little loose, man. Sometimes it's a little loose.
Yep. So let's move some of this stuff so I can take my spot and then we can make sure that we have people there. But again, we are setting people up. This
was unthought of. This was unthought of.
This is match time.
Enoch is also drawing.
Yes, I'm working on some Inktober's.
Yep. So Inktober's, all that good stuff. Again, let us know If you're having problems hearing us, we're doing our best to make this stream the best,
Has anybody said anything?
coolest stream you've ever had. This might end up becoming one of the funniest versions of IzzyVerse you've ever seen. So be on the lookout for that. And again, like I said, I'm trying my best to make sure.
There is brief nudity.
Yeah,
It's cool arm.
we'll talk about Enoch's little adventure in the bathroom earlier.
Yes, that can be
We
discussed.
can talk about that.
Definitely discussed.
Oh man,
We'll talk about things you do not talk about.
I'm not ashamed.
the dark side of a convention. What
The
it
thing-
takes to truly be at a convention.
Yo, man, we've got some dark sides in conventions already. There's been some crazy stuff that's happened in conventions already. So that's
yeah.
nothing new.
You remember that woman screaming earlier in the food
The
court?
food court. And
She
she
was
worked for
tripping.
the restaurant.
Yeah.
She was yelling at another employee.
No, she was yelling at a cosplayer.
How's the camera? Because I can't see it right now.
Yeah, we can see each other.
You can see everybody?
Oh, let me. Oh wait.
This,
Oh no, it's
This-
that over there.
yeah, this is the camera.
Tilt it down a little more. There we go.
Why is it? There he is.
Okay,
There
now
we
why
are.
is it going upwards? That's my question.
That's fine. It's good where it's at.
Yeah, but it's pointing upwards.
No, it's just grab it.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Oh, because it's not tight. This
No, it's
ball
not.
thing is
It's
not
a-
tight. The wire is heavy. That's what it is. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Again, we're live. This is what you get from live. Okay, let's see. Because I can't see anything that's happening.
It's fine. It'll still see us.
All right, now can we see it? Oh, look at that. We don't see Nate, but we see Izzy and
I'm good.
Enoch.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm right here anyway.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. Got two people watching right now for live.
Who?
I don't know. I know Arelis is one of them. Who's the other person watching? If you're
Arelis
watching,
Arelis, her name is.
yeah,
She's
Arelis,
committed.
man.
She's committed.
Oh no, she's a friend of the channel. We have a blast talking.
Morales, welcome.
You know what I
Whatever.
don't have? I don't have my sketch paint, my sketch stuff. So let me get my
You
sketch.
all discombobulated right
I
now.
know. You know what I'm saying? I am what we call in our world a hot mess. All right, but we are a mess nonetheless. I got a camera that's pointing upwards rather than downwards.
Amazing.
These lemons taste like lime.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get this. Let's see if we can make this work. All right, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go centered in.
It's the wire on the back is heavy. That's what it is.
Okay. Do you guys see it? Because I can't see
See what? What am I seeing?
all of us. Is it,
I'm out. I'm out of the
now
camera.
you're out of the scene.
But it's okay. I can jump in and out. I don't want to. You know.
You're
Oh,
the
now we don't
star.
see anybody. You just see me.
You're the star.
what's
This is
happening?
This is the IzzyVerse.
See, now we already had one person drop. You see, look what happened.
It's because we were fucking around. Like,
You already started.
we were fucking around. You
Oh,
can't
here we
handle
go.
it. Get out.
All right. So let me back up I know what I'm gonna do. Back up the camera.
My shoulder looked kind of jacked in there.
Let me see. Oh, I showed the looking THICCQ.
Look, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Okay. Let me know when
Guns.
you guys see both.
dude.
Everybody, I should have done this
Is it-
prior.
Is this a red state? Because he's bringing out the guns right now.
Can we see everybody? Do you see everybody? Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties here. Please stand by.
See that we're having technical difficulty screen that.
Yeah. Again, live is always fun. Live is always the way you do things. You see that, guys? That's something everybody's like, what the heck's going on with this
It's
stream?
fucking the roller
This
coaster.
is like the craziest stream I've ever seen in my life. That's right. Only the IzzyVerse. You get crazy streams. There we go. That's what I've been wanting to see.
It's the first live stream where we
What's
get
up?
kicked out of a hotel.
We would, right? We would get kicked out of the hotel.
Sir,
do that here.
sir, you cannot. Then they find out that it's IzzyVerse, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And they start bowing down.
Oh, look at that. It just came right off.
Somebody tell the others.
You know who's here?
It's Izzy.
Oh, man. This is funny.
Izzy and friends. Who are these guys?
Izzy and friends.
Izzy and friends, right?
You know, when I was working in during the summer, I was working with a youth camp, and one of the little girls is named Izzy, and I couldn't stop thinking of you. I'm like, I can't believe.
What? You're gonna stop thinking of a little girl?
Oh no, of you. I'm saying you. How dare
It's
you?
not that kind of stream, Izzy.
Come on.
Who's talking?
Touche.
All right. How about now? How does it look now?
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Actually,
Perfect?
yeah, it's perfect.
Except for this kid.
It's not perfect, but we
How about
get
now?
it's just me at this point.
Really?
Yeah,
Turn a little bit towards
just
me,
turn the
a
stick.
little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the part of the problem.
Right there. Can you drop it right there?
Yeah,
Good
just
job, man.
right
Perfect,
there.
perfect.
Hey, everybody, it's
Now
us.
we on?
We're here
Yes.
drawing.
We finally on.
Yeah, we're
You
all
gotta
on.
run all the way around this big ass table.
Oh, but look at now we're in the top. We're just three crazy guys. Okay, look at now we're seeing the ceiling. So we gotta stop the ceiling view.
Mm,
We'll get this fixed, guys. Don't worry.
need some
How
tape.
about now?
You're losing followers. I hope you know.
Probably am, right?
We went from 4 to 1. Now we're at 2 again.
We're at 2.
Okay. We got some people that be like, hey, I gotta see this train wreck happen. How about now?
Is it? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's
Sounds good.
It's
Now we
looking,
got
right
a
at,
stream.
it's looking right at the little lens cap thing.
Oh, what's up? We're gonna come out in ridiculous. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay, now the lens cap's going, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Like I said, live. You can't go wrong live. So what we're doing right now in this time is we are sketching, for one, commissions that we have planned, and two, we're also doing just stuff that we wanted to do. So we're going to take this time today, this evening, on this live stream, and Enoch's doing a massive poster. Right now, Sean, we love you, Sean. We miss you, Sean.
He's there?
No, not yet.
damn.
We should message him.
This
is
where the cardboard cutout was.
You guys on. Let's call our IG friends and say, hey, go to IzzyVerse and say what's up. Get Sean involved in all that stuff.
Sean, where are you?
But Nate is working on the Venom. I'm gonna be working on a jam piece that me and Enoch are gonna be doing.
Yes.
So we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna be working on the layouts for it at the moment, while Enoch's working on his piece there. I'll do one of the Rangers. I'm actually drawing the Red Ranger. It's gonna be the first time I've ever drawn the Red Ranger before. So that's happening as we speak. And again, we're gonna take this time. We don't even know how long this stream is gonna be, but this is a live stream. We're gonna have a blast.
We're here. We're queer.
That's him, not me. I love you, honey. I miss you. And when I say honey, I'm talking about Deborah.
Is Deborah and the kids watching?
No. I'm almost certain Deborah is not watching right now.
She's sleeping?
She's in her bed, I'm sure of that. But she's not watching. She probably got Big Bang playing in the background. So yeah, we're a family that watch Big Bang Theory before we go to bed. So again, if you have, this is a good time for the chat. Like I said, I do have access to my phone like a dum-dum. I do. So let's go ahead and talk to the IG folks. Get that live stream happening right now.
See who's watching.
All right, so we're gonna get the live stream happening too. All right, we're live as well. So we're not only are we live on YouTube, we're live in IG. So what's going on, everybody? What we're gonna be doing right now, for those of you who just joined us in the IG world, is we're doing sketches. It's almost 10:30, guys. It's late night for us. For me, at least. I'm an old guy. And what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be doing sketching as we go. It's a nice live stream. All right. What's up, Inspire Alert Joint? All right. So what's up, Sandblast? All right. We're going to take this time right now. If you want to go to YouTube, go check out the YouTube channel. We are live. We're going to be live for a while. We're going to be doing some sketches. You're going to see us do our work. We're going to just have fun. We're just going to talk. We're going to be talking a little bit about the show. We're going to talk a little bit about how our experience in the show. We're going to talk about other things that we've done. Nate's live on his end. What's up, everybody? What's up, Eleniso? How you doing, Eddie? Again, tell your friends that we are live on YouTube. So go ahead to the YouTube channel. Go to IzzyVerse, and we are live. Enoch is with us. Is here. There goes Enoch. Say what's up, Enoch.
Yo.
very
Enoch's right
shaky
there.
Live stream.
Where's Nate? Nate's on this side.
There's a lot of live.
What's
drawing
happening?
at the hotel?
We are at the
We're
hotel.
at the hotel
Right?
drawing.
We are drawing at the hotel.
Because we're still working. I'm still working on commissions.
And yeah,
from
so
the
we
show.
got some commissions going on. Nate's talking on his end. I'm talking on my end. And again, I haven't even
Live,
started
as you can
driving.
see
Yep.
on Izzy's on the IzzyVerse.
Go to
YouTube.
IzzyVerse right there. You get
You
to see the
can-
live stream and you get to join us on the chat. Join us on
And
the chat.
You don't have to have me waste my phone
Yes,
battery.
the batteries are being
You
wasted,
go to
guys.
Izzy's YouTube.
Yep.
On his live stream.
Just
It's
go to
live
Izzy.
right now.
Badass.
And
Look at
you
it.
can
He got
watch
badass.
me. You can watch me on that just like
That's
that.
it right there.
Literally right now, live.
We
on
are
Izzy's
live, guys.
channel on
That-
the
so
IzzyVerse.
go to IzzyVerse. Yeah, you laughing at us, Eddie? Eddie's laughing at us. He's giving us the LOLs.
Today's show was pretty good. It was definitely a different show than what I'm used to.
Sponsored by the Double Trio.
It's sponsored by Starburst. All right.
We got Starburst, Mentos, Jocko Go. I don't know what is Jocko Go.
Yeah, you know Jocko is
I'm not. I don't know. It's Jocko, man. What is Jocko?
Jocko is he was like a U.S. Marine.
Oh, okay.
He's hardcore guy.
Now we learn. Izzy paint their wall. What wall you want me to paint, dude? I gotta paint a wall. I can't do painting that way. Anyway, that's again. Go to YouTube, guys. Go to YouTube right now, guys. We're gonna be doing this thing from YouTube. Go to YouTube. It's gonna help me out. It's gonna help us unlock. So yeah. So
go to the IzzyVerse.
yeah, go to IzzyVerse.
live
That way
YouTube,
I could get
and
off.
You can talk to me via this thing, and you can look at me directly and speak to me.
Yes, and we'll answer any questions you have in the chat. But
Yes,
go
we see
to the
chat.
IzzyVerse on YouTube, guys. So something illegal. Okay.
So
What's up? Look, Comic Exposure's on my feed. He's on your feed too. Look at Comic Exposure. It's like all.
Comic Exposure.
What's
has
up, Comic
400
Exposure?
Cell phones.
Yeah, apparently so. Right. So again, I'm gonna try to see if I can plant this somewhere so that we can do a little IG as well as some YouTube. But Enoch, do me a favor. Can you check to see if my stand's in there? My little stand. See if I can
What's
put
up,
that
guys?
up
What's
for
up,
you guys, so you could hear
what
us
is it,
there.
Pumpkin Queen?
Right. So
What's
if you're
up?
watching on YouTube, go ahead and tell us hi.
We're live on Instagram.
You know.
We're live on
In the top?
YouTube.
Yeah, let me
Live
see.
on
I'm gonna go.
Instagram.
Let's go talk here. Enoch, go ahead. Say what's up to the guys on TV.
Hello, everyone.
They didn't like
Well,
me
we're in
talking,
hotel.
guys. They went over there.
Pause due to poor
They
connection.
went over
It's on
there
my
to
face.
talk. 'Cause I'm
Guys, the connection was paused. Apparently, my face can't handle
You
it.
got paused?
I got paused.
No, but you live again.
I know. I'm telling what happened.
if you go
the system was
to
too shocked.
IzzyVerse
It's energy drinks.
YouTube
There you go.
page,
I had a stand. I had
Live
another
on
stand.
their
I don't
live
know where
YouTube.
that stand's at.
and I'm right now by myself on
So,
camera.
guys, this is what I'm working on right now.
There's a
Oh,
camera
alright.
there, and this is what it looks like behind the scenes
So this is what the
There's a lot
Inktober
of,
is going on.
in the business center of the hotel.
It's tugged up. And I don't got the little stand. I must have left the little stand. So you see, this will be the little stand.
Ah, there's a little stand.
Just
There's
working
a
on
little
this
stand there.
We got all types of crazy things going on in this.
I'm
And
trying.
if I don't know where the comments are,
Who knows? Who knows what's going on?
I don't. I'm
We
sorry.
have
You
no
know what's
idea.
up, Wilfredo?
Oh, look, I found another one of these.
Push the wave button.
You press the wave button. You
Press
can
the
say
wave button.
Just waves. Whoever's waving to.
Say what's up. I don't know who's waving. I can't see it. Oh, man.
Hello, Drew Just 77. I know who that is. Izzy, do you know who that
Who's
is?
watching? I got like two people watching, which is Wilfredo and
Well,
John
he-
Vasquez.
Oh, yeah? Tell them what's up.
Welcome. Welcome to this
But
world.
check me out on Izzy's live YouTube. I'm gonna end this because my battery's dying. So
Yeah.
Izzy, you want to keep
go
this
to
running?
IzzyVerse.
I'm going to have to get off because I don't have the stand that I need.
What is it?
for
IZZY?
IZZY.
Yeah, IzzyVerse.
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 IzzyVerse. Right?
Yes.
I have the other stand, but now I don't have it because I would have done the IG live too.
IzzyVerse.
Yeah.
Check me out on his live.
keep
I'm
moving.
literally on, like, as you can see, it's me, Izzy, and
Guys,
Enoch.
it's a great time.
Enoch.
Not Sean.
No, yeah.
Sean.
Unfortunately, Sean isn't here.
And we're live.
Catch us
Just talk
on the
shit,
YouTube,
talking shit.
IzzyVerse NYC.
IzzyVerse and what?
Gotcha,
Well,
there.
IzzyVerse in YouTube. You know it's IzzyVerse. You guys go there. Go check it out. We're gonna get off here, guys. Oh, look, Snoodle said hi. That's my missus, my wife.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wait, I'm not ending this yet. Honey, I love you. I miss you.
Go to the YouTube.
I waved at you. I'm having mementos. She gave me a heart. You see, that's my love.
That's beautiful.
See, I'm a good husband, guys. I'm a good husband.
I believe you.
All right, guys.
You should really tell her about the strip club we were at, bro. It was
man.
It was very wholesome.
No, we didn't go anywhere, honey. Trust me. Nate, don't lie.
I'm not lying.
Don't-
We went.
Oh yeah, but we could tell you what Enoch did.
You guys can. You guys, yeah.
If you want to know what Enoch did today, go to the IzzyVerse on YouTube and you'll find out. We'll see you guys over there. We're gonna get off now, okay? Honey, I love you. Miss you. Bye.
Go ahead, guys. Use my trauma as content.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah, fuck it.
Breathe, Izzy, breathe. Like the old Mentos commercials and shit. The halls. Breathe, my friend. Breathe.
Breathe. Live from the DoubleTree. All right. Now it gives me a chance to actually draw. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the show so far. Starting with Nate. Nate, how's the show been so far?
The show's been really good. It's a calm show. Good commissions. Not a lot of print sales going on. I see. Not a lot of people wanting prints, but still overall people do. I'm noticing this more and more when it comes to these conventions. People are buying more and more original art, and I love this. Other than that, there's not a lot of cosplay.
I think tomorrow.
I didn't see a lot of cosplay either.
Interesting for Halloween weekend too.
Exactly. This is the time where they would want to show out. It's Halloween weekend. You would think that we would see cosplays out the ass, even little kids in just costumes from like Walmart or the Halloween store, right? Like but overall, it's a good show. It's not the big. I thought the show would be big. I thought it'd be multiple floors.
I think tomorrow's gonna be bigger.
But I think there's comments coming in. I'm not.
So what we got? So Izzy, my daughter wants to pursue voice acting. How do we go about that? That's a good question. You probably saw our video with Kaiko. She's a voice actress. The best thing you want to do is you want to first of all look online, look for places that first of all are near you. Go find people that talk about acting and voice acting, and then practice drills. One of the drills that a lot of people do is they do the alphabet, right? Like a voice drill where you do the alphabet, but you try to like strain your voice and make sure that you speak through your diaphragm. As that helps you build range. That helps you. What's the word I'm looking for? Project. That's the word. You can project. That's why I'm able to speak as loud as I can and it doesn't sound like I'm screaming. I'm just a loud talker. It's because I'm able to project from my diaphragm, from my ability to be a trainer. So that's my suggestion, Ellie. So that's what I think you guys should do. Again, thanks for the questions, and we're here to answer all questions. So if you want to talk about the war somewhere, we'll talk about the war somewhere. Even though I choose no sides. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
I think
let's talk about Comic-Con.
I think Comic-Con would be better than a political conversation.
Yes, this is not a political channel. No way.
Definitely.
No way, shape, or form.
I like politics.
But
yes.
I thought that was interesting what Nate was saying about like people wanting to buy original art. Like I'm still new to this convention game, and the first thing I got today was someone wanting something original from me, and actually someone else bought something that was also original. No one even touched anything.
It's the original art that's selling recently.
Yeah,
which
is a beautiful thing.
I don't know what it. I have my conspiracy theories about this. Like we're coming off the wave of people with NFTs. We're coming off the wave of comic books becoming more popular.
And then like AI, that AI art stuff.
Yeah,
people are buying more original art. I don't know what it is.
I think it's, I think you saying you get into conspiracy theory, not to go down that route, but it kind of has. I feel like really connects to like how people are feeling today in today's world. People want something physical, something that really connects to them, and the fact that it's original art. It connects to their spirit.
Yeah, and it's what's nice about original art. It's what you want, right?
Yeah.
As you said, it's sometimes when we get asked to do commissions, we ask people, what do you want? And there are some individuals, draw what you want to draw. It's like, it's not going to work for me that way. I draw what I want. I draw what I want for me. I don't draw for what you want that I think you might want. The only way I could make that decision is, let's say you are in a cosplay, right? And you come dressed up as, I don't know, Thor.
Mm-hmm.
If you come dressed up in Thor and say, hey, can you draw me something? It's like, hey, you decide. It's like, well, do you want me to draw Thor? Because that's what you're dressed up as. Or if you're dressed up as an anime character or something, which we will see a lot of that. And we did see a few anime characters.
Definitely,
we did see a few. So when we're asked to do pieces for people, the reality of it is we want to draw what you want. We don't want to draw just for the sake of drawing, because we're, even though it's a commission, then we get a nice little chunk change on it. And yeah, I will admit it's not a lot of money, to be honest. I will say, we want to be able to do the things that you want to see. We want to be able to do.
I'm going to respectfully disagree.
What's your disagreement?
If
you want to draw what you want
to, it's half and half for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I get, we always get commissions from random people, but when somebody hits me with a, hey, dealer's choice, draw me Batman. What do you like to draw? Or somebody, well, let me start that over. Somebody asks me, what do you like to draw? And I say Batman. They're like, all right, give me the most badass Batman you think you could draw. All right, you're challenging me to do something I want to do. If that makes sense.
Well, I can see
that dealer's choice concept.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's not bad. That's a good way of looking at it too. What about you, Enoch? What do you think?
I don't know. I personally draw. Let's say I do my art honestly for I don't know. I feel like art has always been a more spiritual thing for me. Like I've always felt like I wanted to be able to really get people to connect emotionally, no matter even if it is for me, or if I'm just doing it for the sake of just this feeling inside of me. Mm-hmm. If someone is able to get some emotional grab from my art, then I just feel like I accomplished what I was trying to make.
Yeah.
That's all really works for me.
Yeah.
Whether they feel like they're terrified, or it brings them joy, or they're like completely disturbed, like what I'm making right now.
Yeah, he's drawing. I think Dante's Inferno, guys. It's
pretty psycho.
It is crazy. Can you will you be able to show a little bit of it to the audience so they can see how insane this thing is?
This is pretty insane, guys. Hopefully the quality,
it rubs through. I got a good camera. It's not a bad camera.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
All right, guys. Let's take a look. Let's see. Yeah,
so it's quite large.
So yeah. It's you got the lighting's a little off, but as you can see, it's pretty crazy.
From the top.
It's up there. We go.
Lights above it. So you might get some shadow from it.
There we go. That makes sense. So it's a little off right now.
So we got a comment here from Val's Hobbies. Yeah, that's one of your guys, right?
What's up, man?
He says, I like providing an idea and letting the artist decide how to portray it in their style. Oh, that's a good way. That's good.
I love that.
That's a really good way of saying
it. What was it? Say it again?
We worked on some art for Val, and his ideas are amazing. Yeah. So
that's cool.
And I like to say, like, with the interpretation I get to put on somebody's art like that, it's dope as hell, because it's something that pushes the boundaries of what I can do, because I know what I can do, right? When someone like Val or somebody gives me a commission for something and they want me to put my interpretation on something new, it pushes me as an artist, in my opinion. It gives me the chance to take myself somewhere where I haven't gone before.
I think a brand new challenge.
Exactly. Because it's not something you can't do. It's not something you have done.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. If you guys want to leave your comments here, we also have the super chats are open, man. If you want to leave a super chat and you want to put little tips
super chat
or something for us, you could do that.
What the hell is a super chat?
A super chat is where they could leave a tip.
Yes. Super chats.
Super chats, right? And you can leave a tip of any size. We'll use that money for Comic-Con.
You should get like little sound bites.
I had
if you
something.
Guys have super tips for Nate,
and it didn't. It went bad.
It went bad.
It went bad. I had that in mind already. Venom's coming out fierce.
It's not coming out the way you like it.
No, I said it is. coming
It
out.
looks.
I'm
If it's
saying.
not coming out the way it likes it, then I'm gonna take it because he ain't gonna throw that thing out in the garbage.
No. This is right next to us.
Incredible blending skills.
Yeah, the skills. Talk a little bit about your style and how it came about. Both of you. We'll start with you, Nate, since we heard Enoch earlier.
My artistic style.
Yeah, where it came from and how did it develop through time.
Can we curse?
We could try to keep it as PG as possible.
Because I was about to curse, but it's not that I want to. It's just it was about to happen, and I had to catch myself.
This bleep.
I wing it. Honestly, like I just learned how to shade and blend and color and draw and try to keep line weights the way they should look or the way I thought they should look. So it was definitely there was no guidance. Everything was just off the rails, unhinged. It was just a wacky style that just I built.
Were there any like specific people that you looked at and you were like, I want to be like that, or
There's
do
so-
something
there's-
like that?
There's so many artists out there that we look up to as artists in this industry. Like we look at the Jim Lees, we look at the J. Scott Campbells,
Yes.
the Humberto Ramos, the Greg Pools, the Frank Millers, the who else? Todd
Art
Adams.
Art Adams, man, that's my boy. Art
Um,
Adams, love you, man.
But like
Not in that kind of way.
there were
though.
there were times there were times where I was like I was replicating like what other people were doing, like J. Scott Campbell or Jim Lee, and I realized I was never gonna build my own true style. Like I was just gonna look at something and try to build a style off that, and it just wouldn't. It didn't feel original.
But
So-
that's how you build style. You copy the people that you love, even if you're not doing it, purposely. You follow those people, and before
And
you know it,
we learned little shortcuts on how to draw things, like how to draw knuckles, how to draw
Yeah.
feet, how
Hell
to
yeah.
draw legs, how to draw arms, whatever it is. But as long as I can try to make it my own in my own iteration or my own interpretation, I'm happy with it.
definitely.
Yeah. What about you, Enoch? What was some of your styles that you were guys you followed and things like that?
A lot like I've always loved like Western comics, but a lot of my influences have always been on the Eastern side of the planet when it came to like Japanese stuff, and a lot more haunted, darker stuff, heavy inks, heavy brushes. Came to like heavy like manga artists.
Yeah.
Like for example, the guy who made Berserk, Kentaro Miura, rest in peace. Even this, so like Dragon Ball, as ridiculous as it is, it's been a big inspiration for me growing up and just got me to draw. Even when I was like a few years ago, I would say I was such garbage. But I feel like I got into a comfortable point where I've gotten confident with my art.
How come you felt like you were garbage, man?
I went to college for art, and I was like my what's the word? My circle of
Classmates.
yeah, like my peers were just blowing me out the water, and everything that they did, and professors and like teachers are telling me, like I never got the comment that I was awful. I always got the comment that I was okay, and I feel like being okay was worse than being terrible.
Yeah,
because like now I'm just kind of like in this weird middle spot, and that always really grinded my gears. Well, I saw all these other people who were like killing the game.
Yeah.
So I was always asking myself, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
Absolutely nothing. We all move at our own pace, brother.
Yeah, and I think when I realized that, I became a lot more confident in what I wanted to make.
Awesome.
And I think from that mindset, I ended up getting better, which is a beautiful thing.
When I really started getting into drawing, I did a lot of, like most people do. I redid images, right?
Yeah.
I
Same.
just literally copy the image, right? Nothing different, nothing fancy. If I saw an image of, let's say, Cable, I always think about this Cable I did.
Yeah.
It's the exact same picture. There's nothing different about the picture. But what I was doing wasn't working simply because what was happening was I was not learning form. I wasn't learning depth. I wasn't learning volume.
Yeah.
I was literally just copying an image and, quite frankly, not learning the anatomy of that image. So that was some of the challenges that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
As I've gotten more mature in my style, and I started learning more about storytelling in comics, because that's what I think my strengths are, is in storytelling more so than in just drawing. I'm not a
Yeah.
I don't consider myself a cover style artist. I know.
Almost like a draftsman in a way.
Well, I like to tell a story. I like
Yeah.
the panel to panel sequential art form.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's like I feel like you get so many we were talking about it yesterday. You have artists who aren't really that great when it comes to drawing the anatomy or perspective, but their storytelling is so high level that it's a completely different art form in itself.
Yeah, like right now, I am struggling with this image, and it's because I'm not a cover artist like that. I'm not a guy who draws like a cover artist.
But you're also multitasking.
Right. Well, at this point, I'm just talking and drawing now.
Yeah, dude, that's multitasking.
Yeah, earlier I was shaking the camera like there was no tomorrow. So we'll probably cut that first 10 minutes of this video. So if you guys want to get a chance to rewind the video, watch it quickly, because I think I'm gonna get rid of that first 10
He's gonna
minutes.
get rid of the whole the fist fight that happened in the beginning.
Okay. So let's move away from comics for a second. Let's talk about Easel's moment.
I knew I was coming. All right,
Hold
so
on, I'm gonna shove this in the camera because I just finished it.
Yeah. So let's show the. Yeah, let's show
I'm
the.
gonna go around to the.
So we're gonna give you the big reveal of the piece that Nate just finished doing. That he's literally going all the way around. Let's try not to break this camera. Oh, now he's be careful, dude. That thing's gonna fall. Ah!
there it is.
You got
great.
nostrils. All right. Again, after hours. So there he goes. Now he's covering me. All right. If you like what you see,
Yes,
hit a
beautiful.
thumbs up. Give us a nice little comment. And if you want this image, we could do it. You got fire. And you got nice.
I don't even know if was it a good image on the.
No,
camera?
it's the tilted forward. Yeah, dude.
There you go. Now you got it.
Right.
Amazing as
High
always.
quality.
That's right. That's the piece, man. We're gonna do, again, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing here. We're having fun today. This is not one of those streams that's gonna
We're
be
giving this one away. All you have to do to get this is pay $200.
$200.
I'm kidding. It's a
Put
commission.
it on the super chat.
It's a commission.
If they put it on the super chat, you're
Don't
making
do it.
another value.
Don't do it.
You're telling them not to put money on my super chats? That's
Not
what's
for
messed
Venom.
up.
Super chats.
All right, but if you guys
Wait,
want
did we get
commissions, what was that?
Amazing as always. Thank you, Val.
All right. If you want a piece from one of us, I'm telling you right now, if you want a piece from one of us and you put something in the super chat, I guarantee you'll get that piece. I'm letting you know right now.
Don't put $5.
Yeah,
You're gonna get a. I'm sorry. I
A
don't mean to
$5.
But
Yeah.
don't
We gotta
put
start
a
right
tip
there.
and then assume you're gonna get a.
But if you leave a
sketch
super
cover. It has
tip-
to- just reach out to me for the commission.
Yeah, but let us know. But we'll have something if you put a tip in. We'll make sure you get something. That's a promise from me. All right. All right. So let's talk about the amazing Enoch story. So Enoch,
Yes.
tell
me.
us what did you do today? And he didn't do it in Comic-Con, guys. Let's just say Enoch he might be wanted in the state of Maryland.
Hey, let's not
That's not dragging.
let's not drag it. Let's not
That's
drag it, sir.
He may not be welcome in certain areas.
You keep talking this. You keep talking
Certain
this
gas
way.
station bathrooms.
You keep talking this way. I might just be wanted in Maryland.
Oh, he's like, I'm wanted. Like they actually want him.
Hey, man.
Well, they do. Do you not see that outfit he wore today?
Well,
He was
we
sharp
okay.
as fuck.
Let's first talk about the outfit before we talk about that. So Enoch this morning,
Yes.
he went to the gym. Unlike us, Nate and myself decided we were on vacation in some way, so we didn't go to a gym. So Nate was like, "You going to gym?" It's like the first thing he tells me is vacation. That's the first thing.
Yeah,
He
'cause I
doesn't
woke
say
up-
anything
I
else.
woke up this morning to go, and then I was just like, everybody's asleep. Fuck it. I'm going to stay asleep, right?
He said fudge it, by the way.
Yes, I said fudge it.
Fudge it. Boop. All right, so we go up. We're getting ready. We're pretty much ready. Me and Nate and Enoch says, "I'm going to gym." So he goes to the
Yes.
gym. He has his gym gear. He's ready to go. He's
Great
doing his
time.
thing. Again, the guns,
Look at
the
me.
gun show.
Let me
Oh, wow,
mistaken.
My guns look good here.
Gun shows.
All right. So he's doing his thing. Gotta enjoy vacation. You gotta enjoy the vacation.
Yeah, but
Dude,
Still.
draw something Capcom. Okay, we'll draw Mega Man.
Or something.
Oh, I'm down.
Who said
I
Capcom?
gotta finish. this
Eddie.
up.
All right. So we're here. Enoch's doing his thing. He comes back. He said, "Yo, give me like what was it, 5-10
He was
minutes?
like,
10 minutes. I said 10
You're
minutes.
like,
give me like 10 minutes.
give us
Takes
10
like-
minutes,
Takes
right?
like 30.
He takes 30.
Hey, it was like a good 15, 20
We're
minutes.
hanging here, right? We're coming out here, and then we see Enoch walking in. Dude came out looking like something out of a Desperado movie, right? So
He's a fly guy. I'm telling you. He's
yeah.
a fly.
Okay.
Hey,
effort.
man.
he's not like us comic commoners that we have our t-shirts and shorts and sneakers. No, he comes up with the like Wrangler type jeans.
Wrangler.
Yeah, Wrangler. I'm talking about Wrangler. We're talking about
He was-
They
Yellowstone.
were
was
Wrangler. They
channeling
weren't
his inner
Wrangler.
Yellowstone.
He was channeling. He was into
I
Yellowstone,
was
right?
channeling
He
Omaha.
comes up. He got the only Boppy shirt on. You know what I'm saying? They got the white. He has the white. It's not. It wasn't linen. It was cotton, but damn it could have been linen, right?
It could have been. Who knows?
It was a one ply shirt. Let's just say that much. One ply. It was probably a half a ply. It was a half a ply shirt, and the dude.
Unbuttoned.
And he
down,
has
like,
it
he had
unbuttoned, and
unbuttoned
and it
down.
wasn't like the first button was unbuttoned. He had like 3 buttons unbuttoned. He was showing off his 3 chest hairs,
Yes.
right? Because he's still pretty young. He's what are you, 15?
12 actually. 12.
Right? And then he's walking like all he needed was cowboy boots and a hat.
It's just like when you see the UFC fighters walk into the arena. They're like, "Oh, this person showed up," and they're walking with the suits.
Yeah, there you go. That was him. So he's there. He's like, all he's and then he's walking. You saw his walk. He was like,
His swagger. Is
he
different, bro. Like,
had
man.
that only macho swagger.
I'm just being me, man.
Yeah, it's
I
just
know
me
what
and
to
him,
tell you.
right? He comes out.
Enoch's swagger screams like I can explain it to you, but I can't learn it.
If only I drew that well.
So he's doing that. He's doing his swagger. He comes in and we're like, okay. He's like, I'm ready, guys. Right? We go in. We do the show.
Have a great time.
Right? We're having a good time and all that great stuff. And we're leaving.
The end of the day
We had dinner and everything. And we decided to do a pit stop because somebody needed like 3 gallons of water.
Okay.
'Cause-
There's no free water in the hotel,
no. And let's talk about that water.
but they give you 2 of the little like 6-ounce bottles of water. It's 2 for $3. This is the gas station is $2.
Yep. So we go to Royal
You got a bunch
Farms.
of these.
Royal Farms, so he could get water. Enoch, on the other hand,
Because side note, I'm
we gotta
one of
get
those that
Enoch
wakes
here.
up-
So
I wake
E-
up 20
I have
times
to
at
use
night
bathrooms.
to
So E-
drink water. You know, I wake up
So E-
mad time.
So Enoch, look at he's doing it. Look at him. Look at that. All right. Enoch has to go to the bathroom. I'm in the car. Nate's buying his water. I'm just chilling in the car listening to some tunes here.
Is this where I tell the story from here?
Yep, this is where you tell the story. Go ahead and let us know where,
So-
where exactly did you go.
So I go to get some water because I myself was very parched, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I have to use the bathroom first. And I see this good man Nate walk into the bathroom, and I'm like, okay. I see the door handle. I'm like, okay, the door handle looks pretty much the same to the door right next to it. So that must be another bathroom, 2 private bathrooms.
Yeah.
So I walk in, I go inside the private bathroom. I'm using it, and I just hear someone walk in, and I just hear women talking. I'm like, oh my God, is this the woman's bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't believe it. I just hear, and this is Izzy After Hours, so I'm taking a shit. I'm gonna say it.
You can say dump.
Hey, dumb doesn't hit as hard to me. I don't know why.
He was ruining.
I was brewing.
He was releasing his.
My innards.
He was releasing his dinner. That's what you would do.
Yeah,
It was dinner, breakfast.
and we all know when men release is different from women's release. So I know for a fact these women are probably like, "What's going on? Who's this woman sitting in this stall right now?" And I'm there, nervous because I'm like, "Oh my God!"
He's saying all the stall just there, like, what am I
Oh my
doing?
goodness.
What am I doing?
If these women know that there's just this grown man in this bathroom.
Mind you, the bathroom probably is blown up.
Yeah.
And then the ungodly poppy shampoo that comes out the stall.
Yeah, so the talking finishes. And I'm like, okay, everyone's gone. It's time for me to make my leave. I clean up, open the door, and there's just this a woman. I have to say, late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, now he's just not late 20s, early 30s. You know?
Me?
Yeah, she was
Me?
she was a
I'm
young
late
woman.
20s, early 30s.
She was a young woman, and she just looks in my face. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I just look at her. I apologize, miss. And she just looks at me shocked. She didn't even I don't know what she was trying to
So
register.
he went and blew up the woman's restroom.
Yeah, and I just walk out and I do my
Dress like
best.
someone from Desperado, mind you. Remember, half a ply white cotton shirt,
Is that shocking? Would that be shocking? to
V-neck
someone?
style, like again, all the way.
We're showing skin. We're showing chest skin.
And here they are. They're like they put. I'm sure they were putting their lipstick on and everything. They're like, oh,
I don't know. She looked at
okay.
Give me a second, I gotta find a restroom.
Sir.
Speaking of restrooms,
Make sure you check.
I blew it up.
Make
Now,
sure
look,
you
see
check.
there's a sign next to the door.
yeah. So that's Enoch for you.
Hey man, I
Yeah.
was just being myself. I didn't know. Maybe next time I would check this on. It was an emergency though. I have to say. So
It happens.
I was moving quick. It's
Mhm.
pretty funny. I wonder what that woman was thinking in her head.
Oh, she was thinking, oh no. I bet you she had a story though.
Yeah, for
She
real.
bet you had a story.
At least I don't look like. At least I don't have the creep appearance. Like if I had the creep appearance, then who knows how that would have turned out.
Yeah. So guys, I'm still working on this piece here. I'm going through some challenges. I'm looking through here to see what I got, but this is what I got so far. It's actually kind of hard to see because you just see the pencils a little bit. But you see here, that's what I got so far. As I'm talking to you, trying to figure this out. But really, guys, it's like I said, it's actually been a good show so far. It's the first day. We had a good time. Like I said, it wasn't as crowded, which there's a part of me that kind of likes that in a show when it's not as crowded because I can get to breathe. I could walk around. I could talk to people. I could mingle. When you get busy, when we were in New York, what was that?
The handle on the inside of the bathroom
Uh-huh.
is the hand sanitizer dispenser.
Check it out.
Stories in the restroom. Now Enoch's going to check it out. So Nate and Enoch are actually going to check out the bathroom, guys. But like I was saying, it's actually cool to get some time to just breathe when you're in the show and you get to see what's going on in the show. And it's a really nice floor. Everything's in the first floor. Earlier this morning, I got to go to the Jim Lee panel, which I don't get to go to a lot of panels when I'm in a show because I'm busy on a table and things like that. But the Jim Lee panel was great. It is recorded. If you want to see it, a good portion of that panel is on the YouTube channel. So you can go check it out. Leave a thumb, even if you watch it for like 5 minutes or so, leave a thumbs up. Go check it out. And leave a comment. Well, yeah, it does have there's some shaky cam there, but keep in mind, again, I'm doing things live. I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can. I want to get as much content as I can. And we are enjoying our vacation, man. So if you have any questions right now, go ahead, leave them in the super chat or just leave a chat, man. I'm fine either way. So let's talk a little bit about the comparisons that we've noticed so far between New York and Baltimore. So Enoch, I know you were in New York this time.
It was not.
But you have experience in smaller shows. So
Yes.
I'm curious to hear from you. How's it been so far today for you in comparison to other shows that you've done before? Like
let me see. I think I had way more interactions. I feel like with the smaller shows, things get a lot more personable because it's smaller, so people talk to you more. You see people a little more frequently, and you have like longer conversations. And I feel like when you have those conversations, people get interested in your art more because it's like, oh, you connect with them and they like really start looking at your stuff and you start talking about it more. I feel like with this, this being quite, probably the largest that I've done. And you guys said you guys done larger, but this, for my scope, this has been the largest. No, it seems that people, it come by and just, keep going. And it's just like you have the quick high buy or the quick combo. There's nothing that really lasts long. You don't really see the same person again, which I always find is more common in the smaller shows. Just that, dealing with the same people.
Yeah. Now, one of the things I will say, I like this show because it feels like a traditional Comic-Con. Now, what I mean by that is that New York Comic-Con, it's a good show. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike New York Comic-Con, but it's becoming more of a pop cultural area where it's not. The comics part of it is actually starting to take a back seat to whatever's going on in the show. There's way more cosplay going on in New York, and maybe we'll see something else tomorrow. I'm sure we'll see more cosplay tomorrow. Saturday is always going to be a big show. But Nate, now that you're back, what are some of the differences that you've noticed between this show and New York?
Actually, as I chew a Starburst.
Sorry about that. Choking on the IzzyVerse.
No, it's like,
Hey,
whoa.
Again, Izzy after hours.
All right. My opinion is going to be opposite in many ways. I love New York. It was a great show.
I didn't say I didn't love New York.
Okay, correction. No, all right, let's just put it for me. I had a great time. It was a great show. A lot of firsts for me, and I'm proud of the work that I've done. Proud of the experience I had. I'm grateful for the experience I had. Versus this show seems a lot smaller. This is. These shows are the big shows, right? Baltimore Comic Con is a big show. New York Comic Con is a big show, but these are hometown shows as well. And unfortunately, when you put it in that aspect, New York, as large as it is still a hometown show for some people, right? I do feel like there's a lot more to New York, and I had a lot. This was the best. My favorite convention yet was New York Comic Con this year. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of people I wanted to meet. I got some stuff signed. I barely do that. I bought a lot of stuff for myself, some T-shirts, some prints. I never buy prints. But I had fun. That was another big aspect of it. I wasn't just stuck. I got to walk around a little bit and I got to have fun. And I got to have fun in my immediate area, which also benefited me greatly. This show is a lot smaller compared to New York.
Yeah, compared to New York.
The show is a lot smaller. It's still a big show. And it was a slow start. But to be fair, the show did start at 1 p.m. today.
Yeah.
Versus a 10 a.m. start or 11 a.m. start on a Friday.
On a Friday.
Is a 1 p.m. start. But there was some good commissions I got in today. So overall, it's not a bad show. It's not. Both shows are great. I just love New York Comic Con so much more because of the experience I got to have of it this year. It was really fun for me. On a personal level, obviously.
So is there anything you actually want to see from here?
I like chew another Starburst.
But you do it in a moment when I'm asking.
Well, as you chew your Starburst,
go ahead, Enoch. Go ahead.
I was talking to some artists. I can't say the names. I'm terrible with them, but a lot of very friendly people, a lot of other friendly artists, and people who are like indie publishing companies that were very nice to talk to, very open about like the process and the stuff they like to make, and just very nice, which is awesome because you guys they're open to conversations and you can talk about
you network.
Their process. Yeah,
you get to network, and I agree with, and I like smaller shows like this for that. You get to network without feeling overwhelmed or without feeling like you have to rush through the conversation.
Yes. Yeah. And that always feels awkward. It's like, you don't know if they're feeling the same way because they have a line behind you. You're like, all right, well, let me wrap this up.
Yeah.
even if it's an interesting conversation.
Not to say that, you know, they're not making money or whatever it is, but you do get to network a lot more at these small shows.
Yeah. When you were in the bathroom, I was talking about like this is probably the biggest show I've done. I haven't done a lot of shows, but in my scope, being the biggest.
Yeah.
The other smaller things, the other smaller shows that I've done, you know, what made them so great was that, you know, I'm seeing the same people and having, you know, legitimate conversations with them and
Yeah.
being able
It was
to
more
have
personal.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more worthwhile when you have those moments.
I agree. I always get an opportunity to go talk to some people, even if I'm not recording it. I like to talk to people, get to know what it's like for them. I personally enjoy talking to people that are new to it. You know, because I've been doing this for close to 20 years now. I've been at tables. I've seen them come and go. I've seen changes happen. One thing I did see that I like was seeing just new artists, you know, starting their business. And there's a lot of talented guys out there. There's a lot of people out there, local people from Baltimore, people from New York, people from Philly, from DC area, Virginia. We got to talk to a lot of different people. So a lot of people are coming because really Baltimore is almost like it's like the center of the north, because you got people coming up and then you got people going down.
It's interesting.
Yeah, so
like the guy next to us, where was he from?
So there was someone from Virginia,
In Georgia.
there's someone
Georgia,
from
that's right,
Georgia.
yeah.
I talked to someone from Atlanta that came all the way from Atlanta.
The guy next to us.
Yeah. So we get to talk to people that we don't normally get to talk to in New York, which I think that was something that I really enjoyed. And at the same time, there are some people that we know, like Phil Russett. He's with us here. He has a table that's a few tables down from us. Another one of my close friends from back in the day when I was at Pronto, I have James Babbo, who loves coming. He loves coming to this show. He's been coming to the show for quite some time now. I remember coming with him in one of the first times I've ever came to New York. Which was a great show as well. That one, and I remember doing that one. That was years ago.
I remember. I'm sorry to cut
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
My issue with New York Comic Con. There's one issue.
Oh, you see, now we got an issue. See, we found
The
something.
one issue I have with New York Comic Con is it's not against the company. I want to iterate that it's not. I have no problem with the company.
It's not Repop. I love you, Reed.
Not Repop at all. But SketchArt.com, right? That's the company that has all these guys in Artist Alley. It's like Sketch Comic Art.
They're here. You know that, right?
Yeah, comicsketchart.com in New York. They used to do a couple of tables for featured artists, and now they're buying full rows. And I get it because there's a lot of artists, these big names, and they're really good names. But since they're buying out so many rows for their artists, there's less space for artists like myself or Izzy or Enoch. So it's harder for us to get into Artist Alley because you got this one company buying out tons of tables. And if that's the case, I believe that those artists, these big name artists, should be on the show floor. If you ask me, they should be on the big floor with all the traffic. If they're so popular, they have that foot traffic available, and you got all the independent artists and younger artists in Artist Alley, where you can feature new art. You know, you feature new guys and new women.
Yeah. And and you get to see a lot more.
Hold on.
Comic sketch art.
Yeah, comic sketch art. Yeah. Again, nothing against the company at all. It's just I'm pointing out the fact that since they take up a bunch of space, there's less space for us little guys.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that I have. Some of the problems I do have with New York Comic Con is that it's because it's such a big show. It becomes more of who's the top name, who's the top. And yes, I understand that people want to go see the Peach Momokas and the Ryan Brown or I was thinking Ryan Otley. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Ryan Otley or Tyler Kirkman. Those guys are amazing artists. Those are popular artists. Those are people.
All these great
all these people are great. But what I would appreciate from Repop is you give people, first of all, your local folk, man, who've been working hard just to get there, right? Working hard to get there,
Me.
to be able to demonstrate their
this
stuff.
Mother effer.
Right?
Me.
We do all these shows all over the tri-state area. And one of the big things that we want to make sure is that we're at the biggest show as well.
It's our hometown
It's
show.
our hometown show. It's for us to showcase our talent as well as the talents of all those big names. Because again, one of the problems that we're facing right now in Comic Cons today, people are going to Comic Con. It's fantastic that we're getting so many people going to these Comic Cons, but a good percentage of them don't even read comics. They don't even know comics. They base it off of what they see in the movies. They base it off of what they see on TV, and it becomes challenging for artists to get work when no one's going to pick up the work. So, I'm a big, component of going to a comic book shop, getting comic books. I'm a big supporting talent, supporting your shop. It is something that's extremely important, and it's something that we have to keep on going because we're losing our shops. And there's also people out there who are not even going to a shops anymore because it's like, why am I going to go to a shop now? Is it something that they stop doing, but they should do it? Because if you want your stories, if you want to see the next end game, if you want to see a good comic book movie, well, guess what? They have to have a source. And that source is the comic books that they come from. And we need new stories. We need good stories. We need not just Marvel, not just DC. We need the indies. Read some independent comic books. Read comic books from, IW, Boom Studios. Read smaller press companies. Read those things because again, you never know who's going to be the next person. And that's the fascination about going to these shows, where you get to see more than just one person. Right? So Enoch,
Yes. Great points you're making, I just got to say.
Thank you. What are some of the things that have you been enjoying, like you were able to do and talk? And were there anybody that you had a good conversation with in the show?
Besides the lady at the gas station.
Besides the lady at the gas station,
Yeah.
I was talking to the creator of Mouse Guard, which I thought was pretty interesting. I was able to buy his first book, and it was awesome. Always being able to talk to somebody who has created their own full established story, and hearing it from their own mouth, and just what their process
Hold
is.
on. Love supporting local artists and LCS
LCS.
local comic shops, and up and coming artists.
Yes, we got to do that. We got to keep doing it. Keep supporting.
They are the fuel.
Mhm.
I think one of the I was telling Nate this earlier. One of the most interesting things that he was telling me was that he created the first book by drawing it first and then writing it after, which I thought was very, very interesting, because you have to.
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around. Like you really have to know the story, like on the back of your head, to be able to do something like that. He just knew like how the characters felt, what they will be doing, and then just, all right, I'm gonna fill in the words now. I'm like, damn, you have to be nasty. You really have to be good at what you do to be able to do something like that. Yeah, it's really ballsy, and he nailed it because he has like 5 other books, and they're like 300 pages each.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I was talking to him, and I was talking to have you guys heard of Saturday AM?
I have actually.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've heard of them, Nate.
No.
But like it's I would have to say they might be the first like American, even though yes, the first American like manga publishing company. Like their whole aesthetic is like going for like the traditional like Shonen Jump look, but through Westerners essentially. And I was looking at their books. I was talking to the creator, and they look like they have a lot of good, promising stuff. Going back to what we were saying before, like new artists, up and comers.
Yeah.
Like they seem like they're going to be a big deal, especially with their books. They were talking about the style of books that they're publishing, and how they're taking like the paper and like how the actual book feels and all these things very seriously. When you look at it, you're like, yeah, you can tell. Very, very official. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of years that these guys are going to be booming.
Yeah.
Speaking of guys who takes their books very serious, he's probably never going to know that I've said this, but I want to give a shout out to Jay Gonzo Art. He is a LA based artist, and he does like a luchador style comic book, and everything about that comic book is meant to be like the 60s, like the paper he prints on, the way the book is printed, the colors and everything. It's meant to, he calls it his love letter to comics because it's the way he grew up on comics, it's the style of comic he grew up on, and it's the way he pays his homage to it, and it's amazing.
Hell yeah. You know, when people go that hard when it comes to like not just the art, but like how the paper feels and how heavy it is, you can tell they immediately care when they go that deep. What was his name? I'm sorry, but
Jay Gonzo Art.
Jay Gonzo Art?
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? As we continue working our pieces here. And again, if you're watching on the streams here, let us know if you have any questions that you want to ask us, because this is the time to ask. We won't be able to answer any questions while it's recorded, so this is the time for you guys to do that stuff while we're here, and we're just drawing and doing our thing and talking, having a blast, bathroom humor. And all that good stuff.
Bathroom
humor. Right. By the way, I took these guys to Chili's and Golden Corral, and it was the first time they were there. So
It's the first time I've ever been.
You ever been in Chili's or the Golden Corral?
Yes.
So
yes.
They don't have those in Manhattan.
In Manhattan, yeah, because Chili's it's nearby.
I enjoyed the Chili's a lot more, I have to say.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's Golden Corral, man. It's what you get. It's a buffet, man.
Golden Corral is like a Chuck E. Cheese without any child.
adult Chuck E. Cheese.
There were just as many kids.
Well, Enoch ate like he was in Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. I looked at my plate and I was like, how old am I?
Had a slice of pizza, spaghetti.
Yeah. General
Tso's chicken. You get that's what you get in Golden Corral. Anybody?
And then hold on, and that makes sense because that's what the woman smelled when I walked out that bathroom.
Golden Corral.
It was the Golden.
Oh, that's right. It was Golden Corral that did it for you.
You haven't lived until you ruined the Golden Corral bathroom. Apparently. Any other questions?
No, it's pretty quiet right now. I'm trying to remember how this guy's helmet works.
Putting y'all,
it's like a dinosaur.
This twice.
What was that?
It's a dinosaur.
It's a T-Rex.
Yeah.
No, I know this part.
Oh.
It's the
mouth
mouthpiece. It's like
All right, so
his mouthpiece is a little. It's more like that. Okay, that's the mouthpiece.
It's a straight line.
Yeah.
Just like that. There's no nose. That's what it is.
Yeah, I know that part. I get. So
It's like an upside down trapezoid.
I've never drawn a Power Ranger before, guys. This is my first Power Ranger drawing. So bear with me. It's coming out though. So it's definitely coming out.
Oh, definitely is coming out.
It's coming out. Drawing the power. Now we got silent time. If I had the music, I will put on some background music.
I'll sing for you guys. Yeah.
Anybody's interested in going to see Michael Bolton?
I heard Michael Bolton's gonna be in 2:33.
Yeah. Michael Bolton fans out there, said I love you, but I lied.
We still need that playlist.
We got to get that Michael Bolton playlist, man, because he's playing over here. He's playing at the casino nearby. Right? If you love Michael Bolton, this is the spot, man.
Thank you, Michael Bolton, for all that you gave.
Thank you. We love you. Okay. So now this is just a visor. Okay, we're starting to get this. And there we got that, and there's that. Okay, all right. We're gonna put some Michael Bolton music. It's Michael Bolton. Bolton.
You're even saying it wrong.
Bolt, like bolt.
Bolton.
Bolton. Yes.
You said bolt and then
Bolt
ten.
on. Bolt on.
Bolt on Ray.
That's pretty much how. That's how you do it. Oh, here we go. We're gonna now we're gonna lose our.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, Enoch. That that was the music that Enoch should have been playing when he came out of the bathroom. Just throw in some Michael
We just gotta
Bolton.
get you like a long, like down to the knee leather coat.
Yo, down to the
That's gonna
knee.
set you.
That sounds fire. I'll wear that.
This one, every job required a briefcase. Right? Like, work retail and you got a
I wish.
briefcase to go to work.
Well, I guess I can rock a briefcase with
Not
this
gonna lie, I
job.
can't stand this shit. I can't stand
Come on, man. That's the ladies love Michael Bolton.
What the grandma's look like a ball,
Yeah.
all right? I'm not trying to swoon a saber-tooth tiger. Like,
Is this a lip? What's going on up here? Is that supposed to be like
You see?
See, I see that helmet here.
yeah, no, it's above. It's like,
like a-
It's like a.
it comes
I
up.
see the
it moves
eyes.
Up. The shadow is in the front. It comes up.
Yeah, unless that's the shadow of Leo's shoot. There it is. Shoot, there it is. Shakalaka, shakalaka.
My friend is like, how come I didn't see you then? I'm like, yo, at 56, at 57.
Yep, we're still there.
My Google. I'm so used to not having an iPhone. My iPhone is on. You
Yeah.
can tell I'm in Baltimore.
I think they need your Apple ID for that.
Really?
Yeah, I think either that or you have to allow them.
Okay. And he has the teeth going on here. Oh. Okay, that's cool.
That means I have a friend here in Baltimore.
You have a friend in Baltimore?
How come I didn't see you? Like, yeah, no, I'm here, man.
We're all here. We're in Baltimore right now.
And I am scared.
Over.
Nah, it's my boy.
And who's in Baltimore with you?
Shout out to Matthew Brenner.
Oh, Matthew Brenner?
Yeah.
I know the name. Also know Jeff Brenner. But Jeff Brenner's not here.
He's not an artist or anything, so I'm shocked that you know him.
I know it's probably the Brenner part that I know.
Yeah. He's an amazing friend. And he comes to he goes to a lot of shows.
Oh, really?
Just a fan, yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool.
My guy.
All right, so there we go.
Any new?
No, it's quiet right now. We gotta go. We gotta have this.
Watching live.
Right now, we got one. So if you're watching live, let me know in the chat who is the one person watching while we're recording.
Is it you, Val? Is it Val Hobbies?
Is it Val Hobby? Is it Arliss? Is it Eddie? Who's watching live as we speak? Let us know in the chat. Yep, it's him. It's Val.
Well, Val already Mark Brooks is a reference right now.
Oh yeah. So Val, what's going on over there? He's in New York? Val, you're in New York?
Val's in Florida.
You in Florida? Where you at, Val? Tell me where you at, man. Let us know where you at. So we could go hunt you down.
South Florida, yes.
South
We met
Florida?
at Miami SuperCon.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, welcome to the IzzyVerse. We hope you're enjoying it. We'll get more stuff as we go. All right. So how you doing on your piece, man?
I'm doing well. I'm gonna start drawing some tents.
I'm almost done with this Power Ranger.
It's actually decent. Especially that the visor's
Yeah.
that visor.
That's the first part. Now it's gonna be really cool because right underneath it, my boy Enoch here is gonna draw. You can draw Ralph, right?
Yep, Raphael.
Raphael. I gave him a little bit of the outline for him, so he could have something to work on. I can't ink this yet. Then, because if I ink it, I have to un-ink it in a certain spot.
Well, okay. I mean,
So I could
the
ink.
most.
Yeah, I could ink it to a certain place. So I'll just do this.
I work my Kurt Angles.
Kurt Angles.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I understand Kurt Angle as a reference, but I don't know what's the reference about.
Okay. It's a niche reference. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's a riff-raff reference.
It's a riff-raff reference?
Yes.
He went from Kurt Angle to riff-raff.
Yes, I am a riff-raff fan. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Well, I don't even know who's Riff Raff. How's that? I'm an old guy, dude. I am old. I don't even know what's going on. All right. OMG, Riff Raff. Look, nice one. You see, you got Val saying.
Yes. Yes.
What's the reference?
There's, like he mentions he's a big wrestling fan. He just like is talking about making certain angles and like the way he's saying it, he says like angles, Kurt angles. It's like a thing that was part of one of his songs, and it's just he says it in a funny way, so it's always stuck in my head.
Okay.
And I always liked how Kurt Angle when I was younger, so it held a nostalgic part of my heart.
Kurt Angle sucks. You suck.
I didn't know who he
you didn't
was.
know the reference.
No,
if you know the Kurt Angle reference, go ahead and let us know.
I just played as him in video games.
No, actually, Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
So there's this really cool. There was a cool bit that they did. It was in SmackDown actually, where Kurt Angle and the thing with Kurt Angle is that he knows that he's the butt of the jokes and he's really good at it.
Okay.
So they did a bit with Edge, and Edge had a whole bunch of cue cards, right?
Yeah.
And in the cue cards, he's showing one side of the cue cards are showing photos. I think they're photos of Kurt Angle in some of his matches, so Kurt Angle could be really happy. But on the other side, it says like "you suck," and it says "you really suck," and Kurt Angle's like yeah. So the camera's seeing it, right?
The camera's seeing the "you suck."
The camera's seeing, but Kurt's not.
Oh, he's getting super hyped about it.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So, but it ended up being a whole thing, and then his music, when he has this very patriotic style music, but the music blends into a "you suck" chant. So like you suck.
That's awesome. And he was like he was down for it.
No, at the end he owned it.
Hell yeah, as he should.
He owned it, and Kurt Angle's he's one of the all-time best. One of the best. First of all, he is an amazing wrestler. He's an Olympic gold wrestler. So
Medalist,
yeah, he's a medalist.
Yeah, wait, didn't he break his neck?
He'll tell you all the time.
How brolic his neck
broken
is.
Freaking neck.
You can tell by how jacked his neck is.
Yeah, all muscle, man. The only person that has a bigger neck than Kurt Angle is Brock Lesnar.
And that is a large man.
Brock Lesnar's neck is insane.
The man neck conversation is where you lost me.
What, the Brock Lesnar conversation?
The man neck conversation.
Oh, the man neck. Oh, you got to see that.
I would love to have a neck like Kurt Angle.
You don't want to have a neck like Brock Lesnar?
No, man, I'm good.
No, I like Brock Lesnar. Kurt Angle's onesie.
His Ulitar?
Yeah, his Ulitar.
Ulitar, is that what it's called? Or is that an instrument?
Leotard?
Leotard, there we go.
I'm like, what's a Ulitar?
I don't know, but I thought I was right. I would have fully went, yeah, no, it's a Ulitar.
Yeah, Deadpool can't teleport.
Oh, yeah, no, that Deadpool could teleport, man. That was what I believed until I was proven wrong.
And I'm sticking to it.
Thank you, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
So what's that about? What we're talking about now? Where's this Deadpool?
Oh, it was talking about my knowledge of comic books. It didn't come from comic books. It came from video games and little TV shows that I watched as a kid. I never could afford comic books, so everything I knew was based off of what I watched.
Yeah.
So I just went with it. I'm like, all right, this got to be true. There's got to be some truth to it. So the Deadpool teleporting thing was because in the video game Ultimate Alliance for Marvel,
yeah,
Deadpool teleports. It's one of his abilities in the game. As he's running, you can have him teleport to catch up with the rest of the group. And I thought that was one of his powers forever.
Really?
Until I was proven wrong.
Yeah,
man, that don't fucking exist.
That don't happen.
Excuse my language. Somebody pointed it out, and I was like, yo, I can't. Man, I was lied to by Marvel.
We weren't lied to by Marvel. You lied to by Capcom, wasn't it?
No, it's a Marvel
you
game.
think of Marvel versus Capcom?
That's what I thought at first.
Ultimate Alliance is just a Marvel.
What was
game.
I think that was Activision.
That drink
Yeah.
says I can't reach it. Is there probably anything in that drink?
Yes, there is.
And that was my thing with a lot of comic book characters. Like we learned what we learned. Like in the X-Men '92 series, Magneto's name isn't Eric Langshire; it's Magnus.
Really?
Yeah.
And I thought that was his name forever.
Well, in the comic books, they played it off like it was, so it's not that far off. His real name is Eric Lyncher. So they did that. I believe Chris Claremont named him Lynchier. In out of the Jim Lee run that he did right at the end.
Also, he was a doctor.
That I never heard that part.
That was like that first episode of X-Men '92, man.
A
Man's
doctor? I don't
They
remember
were
that.
doctors who worked together.
Can you
They were
explain to me-
professors, I remember.
Can you
Or something
explain
like
to me
that.
what Onslaught was about? Because I always saw him in like the Marvel's Capcom game, and I'm like, I know this is supposed to be like Magneto.
Onslaught is Magneto and Professor Xavier, like mixed or something
Actually,
like that, right? Like,
so
I'm wrong.
yes, somewhat. You're not entirely wrong. So Onslaught is based off a storyline that I think kind of went
South?
Yeah, it went south because the actual guy who came up with the idea was gone. And they made this whole big deal about there's an X-Men traitor.
An X-Men trainer?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
a traitor within
a
the
traitor,
X-Men.
a traitor.
In
Okay.
fact, the cartoons touched upon it too. They didn't go all the way with it, which is something that I think the new cartoon might do. We'll see. Right?
The new X-Men cartoon? coming
Yeah,
out?
the new
92.
92,
Oh,
97 now.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. So what ended up happening is that they did this whole story where there's going to be a traitor, and it became such a big. There was such a big hype on who's this traitor going to be.
Yeah.
And I think what ended up happening, and again, I wasn't there in the studios to know exactly what happened.
So this is speculation.
So this is speculation. So I think what ended up happening is that the story was actually Claremont's idea, but Claremont was gone. So, and there was a discussion about who's this traitor. Now, it was led to believe, even though we kind of already knew it wasn't going to be, but the idea that the traitor was going to end up being Gambit. So everybody was making the assumption, well, the X-Men were making the assumption that Gambit was going to be the traitor.
I would have been so sad. I love
Right?
Gambit.
But that was just meant to be like a red herring,
Mm.
where Gambit's going to be a traitor. And it was, again, no one, I don't think anyone actually truly believed that Gambit was going to be the traitor.
Yeah.
It was just, according to the X-Men, specifically Bishop, Gambit was the traitor. So to Bishop, Gambit was going to be the traitor.
Okay.
And what ended up happening is they made it such a big deal, like who this traitor is,
Yeah.
that I think what ended up happening is like, oh crap, we can't just make anybody the traitor, right?
Yeah. You really have to pick someone who's serious.
You gotta pick, like, the traitor has to be a major X-Men character,
Yeah.
right? So it can't be Magneto because, again, he's technically a villain already.
Mhm.
It can't be Magneto. It sure as hell can't be Wolverine because we know that that's not a real thing, right? It can't be Cyclops.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not Jean Grey because Jean Grey's the one that's getting killed.
Yeah.
It can't be Storm because she's, again, like Wolverine. You can't turn her into a villain.
Yes. And do you feel like there's like some characters just don't have
Yeah.
that weight?
Yeah, and so I'm just going down the list of the different characters, right?
Yeah.
It can't be Jubilee because she's too naive,
Yes.
right? So you're kind of stuck in this mode of who else could it possibly be? So what they ended up doing is they did a story. They started the thread of Onslaught. And the Onslaught story was going to be the story of the prophecy. The prophecy being who's this trailer,
Mhm.
this trainer, the trailer. Traitor. Right? This is what happens when you have a mental in your mouth. Right?
Love it.
So it started off really, really big deals, and the cover is amazing. It's a cover by Joe Mangiarello, and it's Juggernaut, laid beaten.
Oh, that's cool.
And of course, it's like, who did this?
Yeah.
And all Juggernaut could say is Onslaught.
Oh,
So
wow.
it turns out that, whoa, thank you, my bro.
What's that?
Thank you so much. Take a break.
My
Thank
man.
you, Val. I really appreciate it.
My man.
All right. So,
Yeah, continue.
so Val, you the man.
You're the best.
You the man. We love you, man. Hit us up on IG. We'll try to see if we can work something out for you. But thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. So they end up coming up with Onslaught. And what ended up happening is that Xavier somehow got possessed.
Ah, okay.
And he went through a mental breakdown, in other
Hold on.
words.
Nate,
Yeah.
catch you later, and Izzy and Enoch, pleased to meet you. Oh, what's
Good
up?
to see you, man.
Already
safe,
followed
brother.
you on IG. You're the man.
All right. IzzyVerse
For the
NYC,
entertainment,
Enoch's
gentlemen,
Easel.
Take a break and grab a drink this weekend. Have a great one.
We
Appreciate
will.
you, brother. Love
Thank you so much, man. So
Yeah.
it ends up being Professor X. He ends up becoming the
The
traitor. And he ends up becoming Onslaught because it actually is a little bit. Good night, Val. It becomes a mashup of Magneto and
And
Xavier, but it's really Xavier.
Ah.
And that led to what we call Heroes Reborn storyline, when all the Image guys came back to do their takes on the heroes, because the Onslaught story was an Avengers X-Men crossover event.
Ah, cool.
And it sounds
sounds
good.
cool,
It
yeah.
sounds cool on paper. It didn't
They
end
didn't
up.
execute it well.
It didn't work out at the end. It was cool to see like Jim Lee back, Rob Liefeld back.
Yeah. It was almost like the stardom was what made it great in a way.
Yeah, the idea that all these Image guys are going to come in and take over, but to credit the whole thing of the story, it also gave us the popular Rob Liefeld Captain America pose.
That's where that came from?
That story. If you have not seen that Captain America
I
Rob
know.
Liefeld, the super chest. Oh, that's doing nothing.
That's like it can't even.
No, that's not even close.
I know, it's so funny.
So it ends up being, it's that story, and at this point, I have to say that Rob Liefeld was just having fun with it.
Yeah, he probably thought he had to know that this was
This
absurd.
is so bad that it's like a thing.
Yeah.
So that's the whole story.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I got this
Interesting.
where I want it. It's gonna get done tomorrow at the show.
All right, guys. We're gonna call it a day. We thank you for your time. We love you. Enoch Easel
Yes.
on IG. Oh, we got somebody who just joined us. If you joined us, let us know in the chat who you just joined us. Enoch
Who is
Easel right here.
Who is it?
We got Nate Melendez, Nate Wad. All right, guys.
Who just joined us?
Yeah, they just left.
Oh.
And like, look at these three fools. We love you guys. Until next time,
Yeah.
we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. We
See you
definitely
tomorrow.
will be here. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Excelsior.
Amazing.